funny because this morning I was thinking I have a large library at my house, of about 2,000 or about 2,500 books, and I was thinking this morning that I'd like to start reading a new book. And the cool part about having such an awesome library is that I can just walk up and grab a book, and this is my grab. So I started reading another version of this book that's probably, I don't know, like maybe 4 times the thickness of this one. And I made it to like maybe one chapter or two. I mean, it's long. The chapters are as long as 3 of these chapters. But you can see here, each chapter is, so the printing is 1962. The first printing for this publisher, Premiere, was in 64. And this book was in pristine condition. I love books that are, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's kind of aged around the edges, but it just kind of has that old classic book look, like nobody ever opened it for the first, 60 years of its life. But so here's the chapters, and each chapter is laid out how the original volume series was laid out, and then it also has the subtext in each one, so you can go back and reference the full volume series, or even the other abridgment. I believe that I have. I don't know if it's actually an abridgment or what it is. The other one I have, but it's a thick buddy. But this is kind of interesting here. So once you're here, I just marked out a few. I like to mark my books, and I mark them up. Just a few of these passages here, but hey, flamethrower, flame me. But this is so the chapters you can see are only a couple pages long. So if this is a book that you've ever to read, this abridged series or this abridgment by Moses Hadas is the one to buy. So if you're like me, I mean, the language in this is so heady in parts. Even in the abridged version, I've had to look up several words just to get them in the context of what the author pulled. So if you think about the high point, so this is kind of like the peaks and valleys, a sine wave, right? And what the guy did in here is kind of like take the highlight reel of this book and then put it into this cool abridgment right here. But I thought this was kind of interesting here. I wrote in the side here, unified language plus freedom of religion. And I've been reading a lot in the Bible lately about languages or just words rather, and the word being Jesus, and that's in John 1. Mark 4 talks about the word and be careful what you hear. And I'm like balancing this, what I'm reading here, against the Bible, which obviously has heavy Roman influence, and also, oh no, the sound's inaudible. Dang, man. Anthony, I'm sorry, man. I just have my headphones on right here. Dang. Maybe I'll have to try something different next time. Anyways, here, united by an equal government and common language. So, I mean, if you think about just language is like so unifying, and that is how Rome, at least according to what I'm finding, was able to capture so much and hold so much for so long. But this sentence right here, so the reason why I did this mainly was propelled by the Spirit. The name of the poet was almost forgotten. That of orator was usurped by the sophists. So the sophists were people that didn't believe in absolute truth, and they taught manipulation for personal gain. That's in my notes right here. You can read more about them if you like. But this is like one of those books, like the chapters are really short, but require, some extra study. But check this out. A cloud of critics, of compilers, commentators, darkened the face persuaded people